What's going on, YouTube? This is Edgar Brown, back with another video. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. And I would like to give a shout out to all my fans and people who subscribe to me, and hell, even people who been against me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I am back with another video, and I enjoy doing these videos. And the name of this video is called My Take on the survivors of R.Kelly or something like that, I think. Yeah, it's yeah, survivors of R.Kelly. Yeah. Anyway, I just saw the documentary a couple days ago, saw 6 parts. Now, let's be honest, the man did do dirt. No one's disputing that, because the man's face was on a sex tape. In fact, it was in court that they actually watched it, which I think is kind of weird that you're watching child pornography, But anyway, the point is, here's my take on things. I'm not doubting that the man is not capable of doing dirt. He obviously came from a fucked up environment. He also claimed that somebody in his family molested him, probably his sister. And also it's been said that his brother's been molested as well. But here's the thing. I think watching the videos, I think some of the videos some of the stories a little far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Considering that R. Kelly, he had this one girl named Dominique, and he turned around and made her cut her hair off and have her put on a plastic mustache and have her dressed like a boy and all that stuff. I think that's kind of far fetched. But as far as the stories that I'm hearing from other people, I just think they are a little far fetched, blown out of proportions. And honestly, some of them, or if not a lot of them, who either introduced their daughters to R. Kelly or have witnessed R. Kelly doing such things, in my opinion, they should be in jail right along with R. Kelly. And that's just my opinion, because we know R. Kelly has done his dirt. But at the same time, despite the fact he's done some, distasteful things, he's a very talented artist. And if I was a singer, I would say, he would be my inspiration. Now, I know some people will criticize me, saying, how can you ever look up to a guy who has had sex with underage girls? Well, granted, the man's done dirt. But you cannot take away his musical talent. You cannot take away his genius. When it comes to music, R. Kelly was, and always will be greatness. But bottom line is, when I watched the video, and a lot of those women on there was sobbing and crying and all this other stuff. And I was like, you know what, bitch, stop crying, okay? Because granted, some of those girls were really young and they were naive. But I think once you go past the age of 17 or 18, I think you should know a great deal what you're getting yourself into, okay? Especially women on there who were like 30, 35 years old and stuff like that. Like, seriously, you are just too old to be manipulated. There was some, and granted, it wouldn't surprise me if he was slapping them up, abusing them physically, but the whole sex cult thing and him abusing them and having them, piss and defecate in buckets and all other stuff and starving them, I think that's a bit far-fetched. Yes, the man has done it to himself as far as people trying to come after him, because let's be honest, he should have been thrown under the fucking jail for what he did. And despite the fact I am still a fan of his music, and people can hate me all they want, but he should have been thrown under the fucking jail. Okay? But the bottom line is, that's this whole sex cult thing. I don't buy it. I really don't. Because if that's the case, why didn't you report this sooner? Why didn't you, go to the police? You know what I'm saying? Then maybe then it would be believable, But the bottom line is, I just think some of the stuff on, Survivor R. Kelly or Surviving R.Kelly, whatever you want to call it, I just think I just think it's a little far fetched. I think that it's a witch hunt, and for his wife to all of a sudden now wants to air out his dirty laundry, run her fucking mouth on a documentary. I truly believe the only reason she's probably running her mouth because one, I think what's the name of the channel? Lifetime is, probably paid her to say, well, you know what, we'll pay you such and such and such if you can give us some juicy details. They don't have to be true, fully true. We just want to get the ratings. We want to win, ratings. And she sat there and just aired out this man's dirty laundry. And I said, first of all, you was married to this man. You wasn't bitching and boo-hooing when this man was bringing home $1 million checks. This man was literally worth a fortune. He was bringing home serious dough, and you now all of a sudden you want to complain because you no longer have access to his money. Seriously, that's what I was saying when I was watching the documentary. I was like, what, shut the fuck up, okay? And like, you are not a victim, nor are you a survivor. Only thing, R. Kelly may not have been a great father per se, but damn, he was a provider. He was bringing home bacon. He was bringing home the money. That's what a man is supposed to fucking do, as a man, But she on there national TV, she's sitting there booing hooing and sitting there and crying like he did some horrible things to her. Bitch, you was married to this man. And now you on Lifetime running your mouth about him. And I was like, you know what? It's a cash grab. And I'm not saying R. Kelly didn't do some dirt, but I think some of them were on that Lifetime channel to sit there and try to either air out his dirty laundry or try to add more stuff to the story. You know what I'm saying? To juice it up, to make it juicy, to make more people watch the documentary and all that stuff. All I'm saying is I just think some of it is far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? And again, I don't like repeating myself. Yes, R. Kelly has done his dirt. He's done some dirt. He's probably done a lot of dirt. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I don't think people should be lying on him. Because I just think some of the stuff they're saying about him, I don't think is true. And honestly, I would like to know, can someone please tell me, where the hell was the parents when he was doing this? Where the hell was the parents? Where was seriously, where was the parents when he was doing his so-called dirt? You know what I mean? Because not all the girls were 15, 16 years old. Some of them was like 17, 18, 19. Some of them were in their 20s. Hell, you had women in their 30s. And even then, I think it's odd that they talk about their survivors when they listen. Once you are past 17, going on 18, 19, 20. Once you're past 16, 17, whatever, what I'm saying, you should know when you're being manipulated. Okay, there's no excuse for that. Okay, especially women in the two women that are in their 30s that he dated, they knew about this man's past and yet they still got with him. Okay, so that they're not survivors, okay, by any sort. Now, as far as women that are, the girls that are 15, 16, somewhat. But even by 16, you should know when you're being manipulated. You should know right from wrong, okay, period. But the bottom line is, I just think some of it is far-fetched. I think it's a witch hunt. And in a way, you know what? R. Kelly brought this on himself, by doing that stupid-ass, sex tape. If he was going to do some shit like that, why would you tape yourself doing that? You know what I mean? Don't you know that a sex tape can be used against you in a court of law? They say that all the time when they arrest you, that anything you say or do can be used against you in court of law. And having a sex tape, is basically the same thing. It applies the same. So again, I just think some of it is far-fetched. Take nothing away from his talent. I think he is, if he's not the greatest, he's probably one of the greatest R&B singers that ever lived on the planet. Okay, the man's music is timeless. He's had so many hits. He had hits like Half on a Baby and hits like Seems Like You're Ready, Bump and Grind, Step in the Name of Love. The list goes on. Okay, the man is a musical genius. The man just came out with a 20-minute, it's 19 minutes, but to me it's a 20-minute song. He made a 20-minute song based on how, people think he's admitting what he's doing. But it seemed like he is admitting some of his flaws, but people are trying to twist it saying, yeah, he's a pedophile. He's admitting it. He's a pedophile, you know? But he just came out with a 20-minute song, 19-minute song. How many people could come out with a 20-minute song? I mean, the guy is a musical genius. And no matter what he did, he could commit murder. You cannot take that away from him. I just think that like I said, some of the stuff is far fetched. A lot of those, some of those women, if not a lot of those women, are trying to get an easy cash grab, and not to mention the only reason he got off was because Sparkle said that the girl that he was doing a sex tape with was her niece. Come to find out, Sparkle's brother said that that wasn't, and because of that, that's why R. Kelly got off, because Sparkle's brother said that that wasn't their niece on that sex tape. So that is the reason he got off. You know what I'm saying? But again, I just think some of this shit is far fetched. And like I said, I've watched the 6-part documentary, Surviving R.Kelly, or Survivors of R. Kelly, whatever you want to call it. I like I said, take nothing away from his musical talent. I think he's probably, to me, he's, if not one of the greatest, he is like the greatest R&B singer to ever lived on this planet. And I don't think anyone can touch R. Kelly. But like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm just giving my takes on the on the documentary. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. That's just fine. But this is like one of the longest videos I've ever done. But like I said, if you enjoyed it, leave your comments on below. And once again, I'm just giving my takes on Surviving R. Kelly. And have a good day. Happy New Year. And I will be making more videos in the very near future. Take care.